Cutting-edge technology like AI, machine learning, and augmented reality are disrupting nearly every industry. But one of the industries I'm most excited about is what it's doing in the fashion space. I absolutely love shopping, and I do spend a lot of time shopping online when I'm going to events or taking a trip. And so one of the biggest challenges I run into is figuring out if something's gonna fit my body shape and my height, etc. So I tend to buy things, and a lot of times I'm disappointed and I have to send it back and get another size or try something else out because I'm so particular about how things fit. And so the ability to try clothing on in augmented reality is just so much more efficient for somebody like me who wants to just kind of get an idea of how it's going to fit me. So that's an amazing thing that's come from augmented reality that Snapchat has made possible. Recently, they launched a shopping experience for brands where brands can incorporate virtual try-ons into their stores. And that is just so exciting. But as creators, an augmented reality creator, we could use this technology to try on concept fashion, to create online fashion try-ons for clients, or to use new tools like their garment transfer. Garment transfer template allows you to use machine learning to try on shirts, hoodies, and jackets just using a photo. So in this tutorial, I actually created a filter for this tutorial called New Clothes using the garment transfer template that allows you to take photos from Dalle and then try them on using this machine learning template. The template is pretty cool, and the technology seems to be able to recognize where the arms are and where the torso is and stuff like that in a photo, and then allows you to try that right on. In this tutorial, I will show you how to use the garment transfer template, and I hope you create some cool things with it. We're gonna go through the garment transfer template, and I'm gonna show you how to use AI to generate shirts and garments, or use Photoshop to customize this template and make your own shirts. So this is a great template because these different shirts that Snap has already created look like they're transferred onto the person, but the person isn't really wearing them. And it's actually really, really impressive when you realize that. So I could actually show you that I'm wearing a shirt and it's being replaced now with this Snapchat shirt. What makes this so cool is that if you're, you have a t-shirt brand or clothing line where you sell jackets, sweatshirts, anything like that, it's just another way for somebody to maybe try it on and see how the color looks on them, or just get a rough idea of how a shirt will look on them or something. Or something that you could just, maybe you can conceptualize some clothing that you've always wanted to make and just try it out that way. It's just something really cool to have the ability to do, and I like how easy this template makes it to do that. So something that you could do with this template is have icons here, or you could turn them off by turning off the carousel, and you could toggle through them. If you want to replace these, that's the easiest way to basically just put your own clothing into this template. And so to find these images and just swap them out, all you have to do is go here to filter, and we're going to go to texture, and then you see example garments, shirt 1, 2, 3. These are the ones that you could swap out to just replace the 3 of these in here. If you want to go and add more, all you have to do is go to carousel and add another value. And what that'll do is add another icon here and another item. And that's really it. So yeah, okay, so that's it. So if you want to just swap these out though for now, what you do is save this file so that it makes an archived folder on your desktop. And then from there, you're going to be able to open up any of these images in Photoshop or put them on the internet or whatever and modify them. So I'm going to right click on this shirt, say shirt 1. Actually, I'll just do shirt 3. Show in Finder, and I'm just going to make a copy of this to my desktop. And I'm going to open this up in Photoshop. So now I have this one open, and what I could do is just start modifying this by itself. If, say, I want to put some text on the shirt, I could just click here and just save that as an example. Oops. And now back in Snapchat, I could see that, or in Lens Studio, I could see that this shirt has been updated. So let's say you don't have any designs, like you don't have a clothing line, you've never made anything in Photoshop before, but you want to be able to make custom shirts using something like Dalle. So now inside Dalle, what we're going to do is click this edit, and I'm going to erase where the shirt is. Oops, I dipped a little low. And try to be as neat as you can, but if it's messy like this, it's still okay. But the neater and more within that sweatshirt, the more it will fit, just like that model's shirt does. And Dalle will generate something clean. Okay, so just like that. I'm gonna just go up to the neck just in case we want to give it some room. And I'm gonna just say replace with a 1920s blaze suit blaze jacket, something like that. And let's see how it does. Sometimes the designs are really bad and sometimes they can be really cool. And so these actually look really cool. So I'm gonna take each one, well, maybe starting with this one. No, this one. I don't even know they all look so good. I'm gonna download that one and I'm going to go into Photoshop, open up my new shirt and go back here. Oops. I'm gonna replace this guy here. And then I'm just going to try to match up his sizing to the original guy. And you could always just adjust so that the hands fit. Okay, so we'll give that a try and see if that works. And so I'm just going to save it like that. And let's see how that worked. And so that looks pretty good. So yeah, this is really, really great. So just to show you an example of how it works, and everything seems to fit really nicely. And even the textures, just like even though the arms seem to be a little leaner than the sweatshirt model, it still looks really good. And so now going back, you could take any of these other ones and do that exact same technique where you just download it, open up in Photoshop, overlay it, and make sure that the head and the hands are lined up and that the body's kind of somewhat in the same position, and it should transfer pretty nicely. So going back to Dalle, you can generate for hours and days and come up with all different designs and just see what it comes up with and pop it into Lens Studio and create all kinds of AI-based try-ons. So this was really fun. I hope you have fun with this, and I can't wait to